Hello fellow travelers, imagine a place where rolling hills stretch as far as the eye can see. These hills are covered in vibrant green vineyards. The sun shines warmly on your face. This is Kakheti Valley in Georgia. It's a region that many call the cradle of wine. Georgia has been making wine for an incredible 8,000 years. This isn't just a hobby here, it's a deep-rooted part of their culture and their identity. When you visit Kakheti, you're not just tasting wine. You're sipping on centuries of tradition, passion, and stories. Get ready to explore this amazing wine paradise with us. As you journey through Kakheti, you'll quickly notice that wine is everywhere. Small family vineyards dot the landscape, nestled between ancient monasteries and charming villages. Locals will greet you with a warm smile and very often, an invitation to share a glass of their homemade wine. This isn't the commercialized wine tourism you might find elsewhere. This is authentic, heartfelt, and incredibly welcoming. Our adventure in Kakheti will take us deep into this world. We'll explore how Georgians make their unique wines. Your Georgian wine adventure is about to begin, and it promises to be unforgettable. Now let's talk about what makes Georgian wine so unique. The star of the show is something called a qvevri. Imagine a large, egg-shaped clay pot. These qvevris are carefully crafted by skilled artisans and buried underground. This keeps the temperature naturally cool and stable. This ancient method is so important that UNESCO has recognized it as part of the world's intangible cultural heritage. The winemaking process using qvevris is beautifully simple and natural. First, the grapes are harvested, often by hand. Then the grapes, sometimes whole bunches including skins, stems, and seeds, are gently crushed and poured into the qvevri. Wild yeasts, naturally present on the grape skins, start the fermentation process. This all happens inside the buried qvevri, allowing the wine to develop its unique character. One of the most fascinating things about qvevri winemaking is the extended contact the wine has with the grape skins. For white grapes, this skin contact can last for several months. This process gives Georgian white wines their distinctive amber or orange color. It also adds complex flavors and a richer texture. When the fermentation and aging are complete, the qvevri is opened. The wine is then carefully transferred to be enjoyed. Visiting a Marani, a Georgian wine cellar, and seeing these qvevris is like stepping back in time. In Georgia, wine is so much more than just an alcoholic beverage. It's deeply woven into the very fabric of their culture, their traditions, and their daily lives. It's a symbol of hospitality, friendship, and national pride. When you are a guest in a Georgian home, you will almost certainly be offered wine. One of the most important cultural traditions involving wine is the supra. A supra is a traditional Georgian feast, and it's an experience unlike any other. Imagine a long table laden with delicious food, khachapuri, succulent meats, fresh salads, and so much more. And of course, there's plenty of wine flowing freely. It's a highly structured event led by a tamada or toastmaster. The tamada proposes a series of eloquent and often philosophical toasts. Each toast is a work of art, often filled with poetry, humor, and heartfelt emotion. Drinking wine at a supra is a communal act. It binds people together. It's a way of celebrating life's important moments and reaffirming shared values. You'll learn more about Georgia and its people at one supra than from reading many books. One of the best parts of traveling is hearing stories from the local people. In Kakheti, these stories often revolve around wine. I remember talking to an elderly winemaker named Georgi. His family had been making wine in their small village for as long as anyone could remember. He showed me his ancient qvevris, some of them centuries old. His hands were stained purple from the grapes. He spoke with such passion about the land, the vines, and the traditions his grandfather taught him. Georgi told me a story about a particularly difficult harvest season many years ago. There was a terrible hailstorm that threatened to destroy all their grapes. The entire village came together, working day and night to save what they could. Wine is not just made by one person, he said, his eyes twinkling. It is made by the community. It is made with love and shared effort. Another time I was invited to a small family gathering. The host, a young woman named Nino, poured us wine made by her father. She explained that each family has its own slightly different way of making wine. These personal stories bring the world of Kakheti wine to life. They transform it from a simple agricultural product into something deeply personal and meaningful. Section 5. A Taste of Tradition. Pheasant's Tears Winery beckons. If you're looking for a winery that truly embodies the spirit of traditional Georgian winemaking, then Pheasant's Tears is a must-visit. Located in the charming town of Signagi, this winery is dedicated to preserving ancient techniques. The name itself comes from a Georgian legend. It says that only a wine so special can make a pheasant cry tears of joy. Pheasant's Tears was co-founded by an American, John Werdeman, and a Georgian winemaker, Gela Patalishvili. Their shared passion is for producing natural wines using qvevris. They work with rare indigenous Georgian grape varieties, some of which were almost lost to time. Walking into their cellar feels like stepping into another era. You'll see the large qvevris buried in the earth just as they have been for centuries. When you visit Pheasant's Tears, you can expect more than just a wine tasting. It's an educational experience. They are happy to share their knowledge about qvevri winemaking, the importance of organic viticulture, and the history of Georgian grapes. Beyond the wine, Pheasant's Tears often hosts cultural events including traditional Georgian music and singing. A visit to Pheasant's Tears is a journey for the senses and a heartfelt connection to Georgia's ancient winemaking soul. Section 6. Tunnel of Delights, Exploring Kariba Winery. For a different, yet equally fascinating wine experience in Kakheti, make your way to Kariba Winery. What makes Kariba particularly unique is its impressive wine cellar. It's not your typical underground Marani. Instead, it's a series of tunnels carved deep into the rock of the Caucasus Mountains. These tunnels stretch for nearly 8 kilometers. Originally built for military purposes, they now provide the perfect, naturally cool environment for aging thousands of bottles of wine. Walking through these cool, dimly lit tunnels is an adventure in itself. You'll see endless rows of wine bottles resting peacefully. Kariba produces a wide range of wines, from traditional qvevri wines to those made with more modern European techniques. This makes it a great place to compare different styles and see the versatility of Georgian grapes. They offer guided tours that explain the history of the tunnels and their winemaking philosophy. The tasting experience at Kariba is well organized and enjoyable. You can sample a selection of their wines, often accompanied by Georgian bread and cheese. Beyond the tunnels and the tasting, Kariba also has a beautiful recreational area. It's a well-rounded experience that combines the allure of its unique cellars with the broader pleasures of Kakhetian hospitality and culture. Section 7. Beyond the Bottle. Feasting and Exploring in Kakheti. While wine is undoubtedly the star in Kakheti, there's so much more to discover in this beautiful region. The food, for instance, is absolutely incredible. Georgian cuisine is hearty, flavorful, and uses fresh local ingredients. You absolutely must try khachapuri, the famous cheese bread that comes in many regional varieties. There's also mitzvadi, which is delicious grilled meat skewers similar to shish kebab. And don't forget pakali, which are tasty vegetable pâtés made with walnuts and herbs. Every meal is a feast. Pairing these local dishes with Kakhetian wines is a culinary delight. Kakheti is also rich in history and stunning landscapes. Take some time to explore the charming hilltop town of Signagi, often called the City of Love. Visit the Alaverdi Monastery, a majestic 11th century cathedral that stands proudly amidst the vineyards. Or explore the Gremi architectural complex, once the capital of the Kakheti Kingdom. The combination of delicious food, fascinating history, stunning scenery, and of course, world-class wine makes Kakheti a truly complete travel destination. Section 8. Planning your Kakheti pilgrimage. Tips for the thirsty traveler. Ready to plan your own wine adventure to Kakheti? Here are a few tips to help you make the most of your trip. The best time to visit is often during the Artveli, the annual grape harvest. This usually happens from late September to mid-October. It's a festive time with lots of activity in the vineyards and wineries. Getting to Kakheti from Tbilisi, Georgia's capital, is quite easy. You can hire a driver for the day, take a shared taxi, known as a marshrutka, or rent a car if you're comfortable driving. Once in Kakheti, having a car or a driver gives you the most flexibility to explore different wineries and villages at your own pace. Many guest houses and small hotels are available throughout the region, offering a cozy and authentic stay. With a little planning, your Kakheti pilgrimage will be a smooth, enjoyable, and deeply rewarding journey into the heart of wine country. Section 9. Georgia on your mind. Why Kakheti will steal your heart. Kakheti Valley offers a unique wine experience. Step into an 8,000-year-old tradition. Taste wines made in ancient clay qvevris. Wine is the lifeblood of Georgian culture. The warmth of the Georgian people will welcome you. You'll leave with new friendships and unforgettable memories. Kakheti will surely steal your heart.